Tennessee's Wild Side, broadcast for nearly 2 decades, was originally created through a vision of the Jackson Foundation. The foundation remains a supportive partner in the mission to educate viewers about wildlife, natural resources, and opportunities for outdoor adventure. Wild Side is produced by Rockwater TV with support from Tennessee State Parks, where you can discover our state's diverse heritage through spectacular landscapes, family-friendly recreation, and affordable lodging. Tennessee State Parks, fun and adventure naturally. And with support from the Tennessee Department of Agriculture, promoting wise uses of Tennessee's agricultural and forest resources to develop economic opportunities and to ensure safe and dependable food, fuel, and fiber for all citizens. And from the Lotes House, dedicated to preserving and presenting the culture, fine art, and history that was profoundly impacted by the Civil War Battle of Franklin, Tennessee.
Hi friends, welcome to the Wild Side. I'm Steve Hall. As many of us already know, every season in life brings challenging circumstances. When you're in high school and wondering what's going to happen when it's all over, it can be a little bit stressful. But when your athletic partner and best friend is a 1,000-pound beast, it can help set you up for a successful future and definitely give you an edge.
Classes are over, school is out, and it's time for homework. If there are no books to crack, no lessons on a laptop, the backpack can be dropped at the door. This is an extracurricular assignment and one that must be completed in order to be competitive in the Tennessee High School Rodeo Association.
And this is a true story. I was 3 days old when I went to my first rodeo, and I was just born into this. I believe God puts everyone in a certain place, and He put me to do this, like be in this lifestyle.
Well, I've just been doing it ever since I can remember. I've rode for as long as I have been alive, pretty much, and I just do it because it's fun. And Daddy's rodeoed all his life, and I just like to do it.
Jake and Josie Pettit, along with their older sister Anna and their younger sister Charlie, started rodeoing in grade school. It's a bit of a family tradition, with their dad Tommy, a former bronc and bull rider, traveling around the country working some of the most prestigious rodeos. And their grandfather, the late John Pettit, is credited with helping establish the collegiate rodeo team at UT Martin over 50 years ago.
I would love for both of them to have the opportunity to college rodeo, just because it is where it leads to when you start junior rodeo in kindergarten. There's a lot of camaraderie between rodeo contestants. It's a friendly competition generally, and they just make great friendships.
The friendships also extend to horse and human, and it's the responsibility of that relationship, the dedication to the sport, and the determination to be their very best that helps build that bond.
I really appreciate, on a very basic level, the care that goes into the horses and taking care of them and getting them ready, and that care is like every single day, not just like load up your bag with your ball and bat and go to the game. Not that those kids don't practice hitting or whatever every day, but like a living, breathing animal has to be fed and made sure, it has water. So I really love that basic level of the work that goes into it.
While the Pettits care for and train their horses at home, the most intense practices take place at a neighbor's ranch. The sharing of resources is not uncommon in the rodeo community. It's also a safe, supportive place where mistakes can be made and corrected before the next competition.
I'd just ask them to do better than they did the last time. Try to. That's what I ask of them.
When it's just me and my dad, I don't really worry about anyone judging me, or when I'm with him, I can just relax and do whatever I need to do.
It's also an opportunity for personal coaching and parental encouragement to face any fears.
Well, mostly I'm just thinking please don't knock one over. But also, my dad tells me I shouldn't be thinking that, because if you think don't knock one over, then you're probably gonna knock one over. You just gotta ride your horse instead of just sitting up there.
Josie and her horse Gray Ghost run barrels and compete in pole bending, which we will see at the next competition. Jake and Ditto rope calves and compete in team roping.
Team roping, there's two people, a header and a heeler. I'm a heeler. The header ropes a steer around the head, obviously. And once he turns it off, I come in and try and rope both hind feet. If I only catch one, it's plus 5 seconds to your overall time in a rodeo. And the header has 3 legal head catches. If he catches anything other than those 3, it's a no time.
The time it takes is time well spent, as the next competition comes up quickly at the Williamson County Ag Expo Park in Franklin. Before the evening's actual event even starts, Josie runs the barrel pattern in a section of the show called slack.
In a rodeo performance, we only have 10 contestants in each event. So we would have 10 barrel racers tonight. Well, we have 30-something barrel racers that race with us every time we have a rodeo. So we run 25 or so of them in what's called slack. That's the extra. You know, the slack of the rope is the extra of the rope. So it's the extras who aren't picked for the performance tonight.
Even so, each competitor is still running against the clock for cash and points. And it all flies by fast. Then it's time for the evening performance.
Tennessee High School Rodeo, right here in Middle Tennessee at the Williamson County Ag Expo Park.
I'm always nervous when they run. My thing is, I always tell them, you know, take a big deep breath.
Right before I run, like when I'm walking in, is when I mostly get like super nervous. But I have to just like take a deep breath and relax.
Parental advice is in play, and at this performance it pays off for Josie Pettit with a nice, smooth run on the poles.
These kids are well trained, and they know what the right thing is to do and what the wrong thing is to do, and they know how to take care of themselves.
Yeah, got it looking good, come on. Josie finishes off with
Jake Pettit is equally as successful, drawing on the knowledge he has accumulated from his family's heritage.
I watched a lot of rodeos, and I just watch them do it and just play back in my mind how they did it and how fast, how slow they had to do their certain things. I've done it so many times, I know what to do. I just don't overthink it.
Whoa, got some good team roping going on tonight.
It's not just for college scholarships, it's not even just for fun. What these high school kids are doing is also for the future.
Jake, he's with me a lot, and we like catch cattle and shoe horses and ride colts and stuff. He's old enough now that he's pretty handy at, you know, he's a lot of help.
Move out.
So if we're going to catch cattle, I definitely want him with me, you know.
These kids are part of the future of agriculture, whether it's row crop, forestry, or animal husbandry. These kids have the work ethic that we need, and they have the education and experience to be able to be the future of Tennessee agriculture.
And at the end of the days, when the work is done and the rodeo results have been tallied, the Pettits tend to look beyond their own talent and give credit where they believe the credit is due.
Pretty proud of our horses. Like we raised most all these horses, and
That's an understatement.
and like that, I don't like to brag on myself or Jake or any of them really, but we do kind of like to brag on our horses a little bit too, at the dinner table.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know.
If it was a cow catching day or a cow working day, whatever the story is, it will get told 3 or 4 times before bedtime. It just really is something that we chose to do all together. Life's short. Love grows best in little houses or little horse trailers or something. They're only kids for a little bit, so I hope it's fun.
In Buchanan, I'm Annette Knoll Hall on Tennessee's Wild Side.
You're welcome to ride on over to our website, wildsidetv.com, to rope yourself some more information.